Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Thank you all for being here. Good to have Mac on over here in the panel. Good to see you all in the side chat. Let me back this up. Hope everyone's doing good. Hold on. I forgot I had the other browser open. I knew that was coming. Got to find my mouse. You think I'd learn that by now, wouldn't you, Matt? Yeah. I had it over here in the other monitor, so that's why I didn't see the tab. I forgot. Anyway, great to see you guys. We got quite a bit out there. Yeah, 7 out there. Got Michael Hurtnick with us, GGW Outdoors, Anna's Adventures. Howdy, Anna. Nice to have you. Thank you for dropping in. Got Brutal Bob, G23, Tactical FUD. Who else? 351 Cleveland joined us, and the Stock Explorer dropped by. Check their channels out, guys. These are good people. They're great. A little bit different, things here and there. Oh, hey, Susan, Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Hope you're doing good. Anyway, what's going on, Mike? How you doing, brother?
I've been good. I've got this little thing going on for Echo at the moment. This prize draw I'm doing, and it's working out well. I've already collected a bit of money, and I sent some money to him today, so hopefully he's received that. And
wow, no, it's very generous of you, man. I know he appreciates it. I texted him today. He texted me a little bit today. I feel like my ears plugged up. Hey, Kyle. Kyle has joined us here. Good to see you, Kyle. He's getting jumping in. Got Smedgy 42 with us, G23. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Big Al. Hadn't seen Big Al in a while. I think he changed his, Al, didn't you change your little thumbnail? Looks different to me than what it used to be. But anyway, great to see you guys. We're going to talk a little. Anybody want to come on the panel besides Mac? I'll email you a link. I won't put it in the side chat. So I need better lights in here, boy. Anyway, Brutal Bob is with us. Curtis Long. Hey, Curtis. Hope you're doing good, brother. You can go ahead, Mac. I just basically hogged the whole side chat. Spoke to about everybody in there. But go ahead if you want to say something to them.
Yeah, we'll wait for a few more to jump on, and I can talk about the prize draw I'm doing a little bit later when there's a few more on. And
yeah, man, that's great. You're
twice then.
Got 13 on now.
Yes, I did, Big Al. Thank you very much. I just need to go and sort everything out and start getting the names in a hat. I'm going to have to do it old school because I'm getting so many names coming through. So rather than doing like the prize wheel we do normally, I'm just going to get a big pot. I'm going to put everybody's name in it. I'm hoping my granddaughter will come up. My beautiful granddaughter come up and help me, and we'll draw the names out when we do the draw towards the end of next month.
Is this going to be a live thing? We're going to do
yes, by then, hopefully I'll be up and running doing live streams. Okay. It'll probably be on a Monday night, and I'll do it live on the stream so everybody can see. It'll all be done nice and fair. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I'll get my granddaughter to pull the names out, and we'll do it that way.
Right. I'll be there. You know that. I'll be on the side chat. Got Mark Thomas with us. Good to see you, Mark. Some of you guys I haven't seen in a little while. Dropping in. It's good to see you, though. Anyway, we got, I'm doing 223-556. Last week, the video's gone. The live I took down. So this is just kind of a rehash. I sized these and I showed everyone that was here anyway that, how you size it, how you set the press up. And, I could repeat that, but I hate kind of doing it a second time. But if I have to, if any of y'all want to see me set the T7 up without, competition holders, do a thumbs up or whatever. And I'll go ahead and do it if enough of you, want to see that. Basically, it's just setting it up simple, slight cam over and bumping it to the right amount of shoulder bump back, which is usually 4 or 5 thousandths average. What else we got here?
Andy's just jumped on. Yeah, I know, Andy. It's tough to see 2 streams going at the same time.
We need more laptops and phones, don't we? I got the phone here, and I was watching it, I was in the side chat. But hey, I knew it was going to be kind of tough. I don't have a giveaway, which we will be doing that down the road. I'll do a few here and there in time. What am I, 291? Maybe at 350 subs, I'll do a giveaway. That could be way I'm going. That could be 2 years.
No, you'll soon get there.
Just kidding. Good to see you guys. Anyway, we're going to do this, guys. Everyone. Let me see. Let me see if I can. What can I do? I don't want to take the entire screen. Hang on. So I don't want to solo. I want to put. I forgot. I was thinking I could enlarge one of these, and I forgot. One of these I could. Let's see. Let me try. There we go. That's what I wanted. It's been so long since I did that. I forgot how. But that way we can still see Mini Mac here on the side. We sized these, primed these. So after we size and prime, we got to trim them. Now I don't get precise. I trim these down to 1.740. I sometimes my L.E. Wilson here trimmer is actually set probably at, I'll tell you what it's set to. Hang on. It's actually set a little more. Do I care? Nope. It doesn't really matter. A few thousand. It's not a big deal. I can get it right at, 740, but that's not that one's right there at it. So I kind of knew that. I already tested it. That's about 7, probably 3.9. Hang on. Let me see what this is. I'll just measure it.
I'm just going to get my phone AR, okay?
Okay, I got it trimmed down. See, it's not trimming. It's at 1.741. So it's a little more than I thought. Okay, that's good enough for me on trimming. I'm using the L.E. Wilson. I'll show you all. It's a platform trimmer with a little hockey puck like on it there that I tap the brass. It's like a little mini lathe. It's really nice. And I got this for like $159 originally on sale. Now it's probably, who knows, $200. But let's put this in here and give it a whirl. Okay, and that one's trimming now. This one is. I feel it. I got to get the electric screwdriver adapter in here. Mac uses that, and I need that to get that too. Okay, we just trimmed that. Let's see what I'm trimming to. Uh-oh, got Hasbro here. Hang on. What's up, Hasbro? Welcome, man. Got this trimmed down to, I had it 1.743. That ain't right. Yeah, that's right. 1.743. That's good enough for me. I'm not going to sit there and try to take it down anymore because it's already set up. Why waste the time? Because basically, you just want consistency on the trim, not necessarily a number. Oh, you do want a number, but between the lowest I'll trim is 1.740 on a 556 223 brass.
Hi, Walter. Walter's just jumped in.
Hey, Walter, how you doing, man?
C&T Designs and Arms have jumped in. Hi there.
Hey, good to see you, C&T.
G23 is there.
I need to oil this. There we go. Now I got it. This is measuring at 1.741 and a half. Who cares about that? So 1.741, that's fine. That's trimmed down good enough. Consistency is what you want anyway. And this thing here takes a little collet, little kind of like bushing thing. To me, L.E. Wilson is one of the best trimmers on the market. You have one too, right, Mac?
Yeah, I love the trimmer. I use it, like I said, with a little Makita screw gun, so it just speeds the process up. It makes it a bit easier.
I know I don't have a cam on here, guys. I can do that if it's not that great of a view. No, it's actually not, but really no point in measuring these. Yep, the same. So we trimming these 5 pieces of brass. What are we going?
Kyle says
Pardon?
he does his to 1.745.
Yeah, that's fine. Some people tend to try to go 1.750. It varies. If I got a mixture of range brass and I start seeing 1.745 or 1.741 or whatever, I just go ahead and shoot for the lower number. That way I don't have to worry about it. Now, if it's all over 7.5, I could leave it at 1.750, but you know what? I typically don't. I just go ahead and just trim it back and go with it. I don't. I'm OCD, but I'm not that OCD. Yeah. To me, just as long as it's trimmed at a decent length, which is usually 1.740, and one more to go, and that's done. Would you see it right here? I should probably put the camera on it, get it off my ugly mug. Anyway, that's done. And on this, all you do is you take your brass and you stick it in there. And I know it's kind of light in here. That camera's not the best because my light's not a good light. And you tap it really one time, throw it in the lathe and trim it. It just works. It's really good. I usually oil it and clean it every time. Right now it's dirty from the last time I used it. You want to take your brass out, you do the same thing. You reverse it, hit the little puck, and you're done. Now these are sized already. So next would be what? We want to chamfer them and deburr the chamfer the inside and deburr the outside. Now I do this. Let me get the camera. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna move the camera, guys, so that way everybody can at least see. And hang on, bear with me. Earlier, I got the cord here hung up in the wheel of the mic here. Now, you can do these with hand tools. I got the Lyman kit here, which I showed you all last week. It covers everything. It got the reamer, pocket uniformer, screwdriver, primer, pocket cleaner. What's going on here?
So just looking in the Lineman book now, and it says the normal length of 223 brass is normally 1.760. It's given as a length, so you never want to exceed that. And it says if you're ever going to trim, it says trim to 1.750. So really, you don't want to be going underneath that. So anywhere between 1.75 and 1.76, that's the working length for the brass, going by the Lineman book.
It does say that, but I'm going to put a footnote in here. A little. You can do 30,000 semi under on brass. You'd have to go to semi to see that, I think. But you can do 1.740. Absolutely, even though the book says that. You can go up to 30. Actually, you can go lower than 1.740. I don't. I typically, if I'm 1.739 or like that, I still go ahead and shoot it. Now, if I get one, any shorter, I typically just set that aside. But hang on, let me get the book and I'll show you what I'm. The trim to length.
67 Rebel has jumped in.
Hey, Rebel.
Is it Barnaby Sanchez? He's jumped
Hang on,
in.
let me get my ears off, guys. For 1 second. Be right back.
Mark Thomas is here.
Putting it on what I'm going to use, so bear with me.
Reloader 762 has jumped on. Andy 79Z28 is in. Hi guys, good to see you all.
Yeah, good to see you, Rebel. Reloader 762 joined us. Appreciate you dropping by, guys, and taking your time. Okay. Oh, yeah. Case trim to length on the 223 is supposed to be 1.750. That's. I know it doesn't say it, but you believe me, you can trim down to 1.740 and you're fine. And it's shot all the time that way. and I'm not the only one that does that. So if you got brass down to 740, use it. Don't throw it away. But I have seen so many, and you probably, I don't know if you have, Mac, but I have. I've seen a ton of people, the past year or so talking about, oh, I'm going, forum or whatever. They'll go, hey, this brass, man, is 745, 1.745. I'm throwing it away. And I go, what? You don't have to. Now you think you may do if you looked at the book, but you don't have to throw that brass away. But I hear that a lot, so don't do that, everyone. If it'll measure out to that, go ahead and load it. You're fine. It'll grow again once you size it. Believe me. Maximum overall length 2.260.
And then we got
1.760 maximum case length.
Yeah.
I do initial trim.
So Ocean 374 has jumped in as well.
Good to see you, Ocean. See, yeah, that's what I was saying, Ocean. Ocean's got it right there. Thank you, brother. Sammy Min is, 1.735. That's what I was telling you all earlier. You can't go by the book entire. We always go, the book. That's true. But there is some exceptions. Sammy website will actually tell you a little more detail what you can do. And that's why I think a lot of new reloaders, and this is what this thing is for, beginning reloaders, they'll get into this and they'll look up here and they go, oh, 750, okay. Well, heck, I got 5 pieces of brass here. It's measuring. Well, I'm going to throw it away. Hey, I'm using this stuff right here. I don't throw it away, but I hear that a lot. And sometimes I'll go, hey, you want to sell it? I'll buy it. Cut that far back, so. But yeah, appreciate it, Ocean. That's what I was getting to. I didn't know the exact number. I knew it was 30,000. Well, I did know it 30. Yeah, I knew it was 730 or 374. Wasn't sure. What? 374. Okay, that's GGW. Sorry, I'm getting the wrong numbers mixed up here. Back up there. Wait a minute. Let me add it. Hasbro. You there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Didn't I add you all ago when I was talking?
You did. My Starlink
Apologies.
failed again.
Okay. Well,
so now I'm on my cell phone. So.
Okay. But yeah, appreciate it, Ocean. See there, guys, you can actually use your brass, and that's what I was getting at. Don't just always go by the book on recipes, but kind of look at that link a little closer. Go to Sammy, and Sammy, was it Sammy.com? And do a little reading, and you'll find out that you can keep your brass and use it. Here we're going to go. I'm just going to tote it over there in my hand. I need a block. Now, I got this machine. You guys, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm so far from it, but can you still hear me okay, Mike?
You're a little bit quiet now.
Okay. You can still hear me, though, right?
Yep.
I'll talk kind of
loud.
Yeah,
not bad.
All right, I got this right here, guys. It's got the VLD from Lyman. It's got the Lyman chamfer, deburr, primer pocket cleaner, and wire brushes. And that's what I use. I turn it on. Well, I had it plugged up and I took the plug-in out today. I forgot about that. Bear with me a minute. Didn't pan this out too well, did I? Hang on. Be with you in a minute. There we go. I paid $100 for this machine. I can't hear you all.
You're good. We can still hear you.
Okay. I paid $100 for this thing years ago. And as you see, you just put it on there. I already got it primed, so that's already been cleaned. The primer pocket was uniform the last live stream. And I got a brush on here, which actually I got the brush on the. So I chamfered deburr. Primer pocket was already uniform last week. Now I'm going to brush the neck out with. Here, turn the camera around. Back again. I need more cameras. Here we go. Now this brush, you can put it on the machine over there and you just sit there and just do like that. But basically you put that in there and you clean the neck. Now the pocket uniformer I did last week, if you all still, probably no new people in here, maybe probably, but you only uniform one time and you only crimp and swage one time. Once you do that and keep your, brass separated if you can, you're good to go. Right, Mac? Hasbro?
Yeah. I like to keep all mine in batches. I keep mine in batches.
Yeah, I was mentioning that last week. Keep them in batches, and you can even assign your own lot numbers to them. And that way you know what you got.
That's one of those things. If it's not new brass, I still track it like it is. Every time I fire it, I track it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about last week, telling everybody to do get it in batches, assign lot numbers to it, and once fired, twice fired, 3 times fired, and then when you keep it in those batches like that, in those plastic bags, boxes, whatever you do, you know exactly how many times have been fired. You know exactly what was done with your little batch there. So that's done. Well, actually, I didn't finish it. I just did one, but got to talking. Trying to set that camera up. Hang on, guys. Feel free to talk.
So I keep my brass in batches. But I don't normally count how many times they've been fired because I anneal after every firing. So I use my amp annealer. So I just keep an eye on when the primer pockets start to loosen up. That's when I get rid of my brass. I don't tend to count it anymore because I anneal everything.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Mac, man, because I do the same thing. And the only thing I anneal every time on my precision rifles anyway. But the one thing I found that doesn't hold up so well is on Grendel because it depends on the brass brand. If you have Hornady, it doesn't matter. I'll anneal 4 or 5 firings and it'll start splitting necks or trying to separate. But that's kind of an unusual cartridge. So.
All right.
Yeah, I've never done anything with a Grendel cartridge.
I switched to Starline, Lapua, and never have that issue. But the Hornady brass just doesn't last.
I've heard things like that.
It's just that kind of thing,
I got quite a bit of Hornady in 308 and a mixture of I got 500 rounds of commercial brass here in a separate. I got it separated.
I've not had a problem with their 308. It's their Grendel brass that's been a problem. So
interesting.
Yeah, I've got mine set up that my 300 Win Mag uses Norma brass because when I bought that gun, it came with 200 or 300 rounds of already made precision bullets for it from the gun maker. So I've kept it the same. So I'm staying on Norma. With my 7mm mag, I run Nosler brass. And then with my 338 Lepore and my 308, I run Lepore brass. So I run decent brass in all of my precision rifles. And it works. It pays off.
I have some, let me switch cameras. I have some Lapua 308. No, never fired yet. I got 50 rounds loaded and another 49 I got to do.
This may be a bit of a date stamp, but my Lapua 308 brass I used in F class has 13 firings. Some of it does now, and it's 20 years old and it's still good.
Wow, what caliber is it now?
308.
Wow.
Primer pockets haven't gone bad either.
I heard, a guy told me a few years ago at a pawn shop that he had loaded over for years, like you're talking about on 308, and was still going. I said, how many things? Probably 20, who knows, 20 plus. I said, wow.
But it's like MacMan says, it doesn't have anything to do with primer pockets, but I anneal after every firing, so that helps.
I've got to get a annealer. Unfortunately, I can only afford the annealies.
That's what I run. But I've tricked it out and set it up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
They all work. They all do the job if you get it set up right and get the timer going. They work fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to get into it too. Echo got his annealer, back in summer, I think it was, or fall or
Yep.
something last year. And Brutal Bob is hunting and stuff with J&J is with us. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Let me make sure I do some shout outs here. Ocean was with us, joined us. Appreciate you dropping in, Ocean. Andy 79Z28 and Bernie Sanchez joined us. Let's see. I'm going to start taking CNT Designs joined us earlier.
Andy says he kneels all his bra.
Yeah, I hadn't got into that yet. Hey, Tasha, how you doing? Art and Adventure is with us. That's something I want to get into probably next. That and that scale you got, Mac. That's the two things I really want. Is those two things. That's 500? I'm not going to get the hopper yet. I'm just going to get the scale first. And unless I get it at a huge discount, if I buy it in one piece. You can buy it in two separate pieces, right, Mac?
Yes, that's how I bought mine, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to get the annealer. And then basically I'm set. And I'm going to probably buy me a bolt action 6.5 Creedmoor. Kyle Luss says I only anneal 300 blackout. I should have made you a co-host where you could highlight, and I forgot, Mac. Forgot all about it. Keep talking about that. I didn't do it. Let me see. Oh, I know why. I got Echo down and I can only have one. I have to take him out and then add you. Then I have to show you how to kind of do it to get back there. Because it's kind of confusing. If you ain't careful, you'll log into you'll go up there on the left corner and you'll see my channel and your channel when you're a co-host. Like that. But anyway, we got that going. And I haven't got the scale set up yet. So to throw powder. Let me see. Get this changed over. I should have had this set up before because this can be kind of finicky. That powder thrower.
Middle Surf is asking, what annealer are you going to get, AR?
I'm going to get the Annealese. Whatever's out there. I like the old version somewhat better. Yeah.
You need to let me know if you do, because I'll send you a set of aluminum shields so you don't melt your wheels.
Oh, okay. I heard something about those. Do you make those, Hasbro?
I do, or I did. I kind of quit making them for a while. I kind of, sold a lot of them and then petered out a little bit, so I haven't made any recently. But I've got enough to set you up.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I heard something about those wheels melt.
It's the 300 Blackout's what made me think about that, because that was the first one that did it. Even with their smallest wheels, the neck is so close to the plastic, it starts to do it. But I talked to the guy, and chatted him. I said, look, I'll give you this design. And he didn't seem to want to do it. But he thinks, it's just a bad setup with the flame. And it's not. You have to think about the forms of heat transfer. There's convection, conduction, and radiation. And he's just thinking, it's just the flame's too close. And no, those other ones are the ones that bite you.
Get you a better shot here. Powder hopper's right there. Right there's the scale. Not the best view. I apologize for that. And hopefully, I'm way back here. If I say, can you hear me, Brutal Bob will speak up. Shut up! We can hear you. Let me get my pan. I got to calibrate the scale. Hang on.
So Ocean says he anneals using his fingers, and when the brass gets warm, he lets it go. That's one way to do it.
I've done that accidentally, and it hurt.
And then Andy 79Z says, do not get the new Annealese. He says the ugly annealer is a good one. I think that's he said further back that the ugly annealer is good. And then there was another guy said, where are we? Millsap says he loves my EP 2.0 annealer. So there's another one that you could look at as well.
That's the Elfster thing, right?
I think it is, yes. And Andy says they make a different wheel for 300 Blackout. So yeah, because you can get the thinner wheels to do the smaller length cases so they don't damage the wheel so much.
Yeah, for my Annealese, I have them all. And it's still, you fill that hopper up and you got 250 pieces of brass. Those wheels are going to melt by the time you're done with that many.
Yeah, that heat soon transfers down the brass.
Yep, it does. So anyway, one limitation there, but you can overcome it.
Yeah, I started off using the Aneles, and then I started watching videos on the AMP annealer, the induction annealer, and I thought, I'm going to bite the bullet and buy one. I treated myself to it, and what a fabulous machine.
Couldn't hear me. Okay, I got it. I put a 55-inch TV in the living room today and set it up, and I took my surge protector in there.
That'll be something I may do this winter, Mac, man. I have all the stuff, all the parts and power supplies to build two induction annealers myself.
Got to calibrate this thing. Typically, I have tried it, warming it up like they say, everybody says, but I've got good results stone cold. I'm going to hit calibrate. Hit calibrate again. It says 50. Put a weight on it. Wait for the little diamond. Put the 100 on. Hit calibrate. It's calibrated right now.
What scale is that?
There we go.
AR, what scale is that?
I think it's a ChargeMaster 1500 he uses.
I'm gonna have to throw a few of these to get this thing to level out, to get the right weight on it. Hang on, I can't hear you guys.
But I think he pulls it apart and he uses it separately. I think he's just using the scale at the moment. He hasn't got the hopper connected.
Oh, I see.
I'm sitting here talking, forgetting my audio's not hooked up. Sorry.
I got the ChargeMaster Lite and love it, but I can't. I could use it that way, but I don't. But it gets me close. And then you have the what if it's the FXI? What's that scale, Macman?
Oh, the FX 120i from A&D.
Yeah, I bought the new one from Creedmoor Sports that they came out with, and it is really, really good. They say it's 0.01. In reality, that's a resolution, not an accuracy. It's really 0.03, but plenty good. But the problem is it's got an interface, but it doesn't connect to that auto trickler.
Cool.
Yeah, that's where the 120 is good. It connects to that. I've just had the V4, the newer trickler, and it is nice. It's a nice powder measure.
I'd love to have that.
Is it fast?
Yes, it's not too bad. It's quicker than the ChargeMaster.
Well, that's good.
It's enough so you put it on auto, it drops the powder. By the time you bring it over, drop your shell, put it back in, and you get the next one ready. It's not far off being done.
Bear with me.
But the way I look at it, the way it's set up, you don't want it too fast. You want to be accurate rather than really fast with it. My ChargeMaster, so it's doing it quicker, so I'm quite happy with that.
Okay, I had to get my box of bullets. As you all can see, well, where's the camera? I think you can see that. This thing is heavy. I won't get into quantity, and I'm not going to tell you how much powder I throw. I've already got the seating die, and I'll go over that maybe in a live stream because it's kind of late. I didn't prepare too much for this, apparently.
And Walter's saying he wants to start annealing his 380 ACP brass just so he can be part of the annealing crew. Good job, Walter. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see the video on you annealing that.
Yeah, I got to buy me
hot
one.
Fingers.
Does he really do that with his fingers? Really? Was that a joke?
I don't know. He just put it in the comments. I don't know if he does or not.
I want to see the video.
Yeah.
Mark Thomas says Walter's going to burn his fingers doing 380 on the annealer.
All right, guys. I'm using a Micro Forester Cedar, adjustable, and I will go over that maybe in another stream. It's already set up. I'm going for it. I'm gonna put the bullet in. Oh God! Let me drop this in the live stream. Won't go wrong, will? Okay, we'll put the powder back. Build it. Turn into a dumpster fire, as Echo used to say. Okay, that's good. Bear with me a minute. Not as easy to work with cameras and talk and chew gum at the same time here as you think. I am pouring this powder in a pan first to make sure that it is throwing right. And I need a doggone loading block, and my loading block is full. And this Redding, you know, they got it's a little kind of a loading block. It stinks. There's one. First 223 it does. There we go. Now, let's see. Can you see it? You can barely see the bullet, but it's in my fingers. It's gonna sit there. Guide it up. There's the bullet. I'm gonna go over here. I use factory lead crimp die for 2, 2, 3, 5, and 6. I'm gonna crimp it. There it is, complete. Dummy round. Now let me do a measure here just to see. Now I can change this, and I'll tell you what I've done here. Okay. Instead of doing it, what is it, 2.200 seating depth, I mean actually 2.196. What I need to do is cut back down on the powder and load, and it's got a cantilure. So basically I want to put that cantilure, just because the way I want to do it, I want to put that cantilure about 90% down into the casing. I want only about 10% of it to show, which is going to be far less than the book shows. Now, this is for newbies. That's where some confusion comes in too, at times, because they'll go, "Well, the book says, you know, 2 point. What is it? I have to measure here just to remember what the book says. Say 2.200 for this round. Don't worry about that. You're going to work your load up, right, Mac? So you go ahead and seat this bullet down to 90%, where about just a little bit shows on your crimp, and you crimp it. But you don't do a hot load. You don't start at the upper end. You start more in the mid level and work your way up on your load workup. So I hope that makes sense. But mine is a little long, but it's still shootable, and it's crimped, and it's still in the cantilure. So that'll work. Typically, I do the 90% seating. Do you do that, Mac?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you know, as long as it's crimped in the cantilure, you know, it'll still work, especially AR-15. Like right now, I'm seeing more cantilure than I normally do. Now, if I had a hot load, you know, at the top end, I probably wouldn't want to go down a few thousandths more to get that right. I'd probably cut the load back a little bit. My load is cut back some anyway. I'll tell you that. It's not max.
On my AR, like
55 grain spear point, soft point. Got a troll over there. Get them pouring jokers out of here, guys, if you would. Appreciate it. That same person seems to come back with that same type. Oh boy,
it's Echo. I blame Echo.
Yeah, yep. He's probably on the phone with the troll. Hey, get over there and do that. You know.
You were talking about overall length. It depends what type of bullet I'm shooting. The 55 grain is like that. Yeah, I'll work medium loads and start crimping somewhere in the cantilure. But when I shoot the 77 grain match stuff, I start at max mag length of 2.260 and work the load up towards repeating and accurate, and then start backing off the length. It's an odd thing with ARs. Like precision rifles, typically you want them really close to touching the lands, but not necessarily with ARs. Some bullets like to jump.
Right. Yeah. Ordinarily, like I said, I would seat this. I can turn it. See what's good about the Forester here. I can sit right now and I can turn it, and I can crank it down here and be into the cantilure I want to be. At the load I'm at, let me look and see what I know where I'm at. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can do it.
What bullets are you shooting? What brand?
I'm using Hornady. I'll tell you, 55 grain SP with cantilure. Item number Hornady 2266. It's actually Mid-South varmint, but it's nothing but Hornady 55 grains spear point, soft point. Correct overall length is 2.200, which I'm up at 2.196 right now. I still need to go down because some of the cantilure is showing more than I like. But my load, I'm not going to get into those numbers. There's put it this way, I'm maxed out. If I drop the bullet, I'm right there at the limit I can go to. I'll say that. I won't
Without
say any
compressing, you mean?
Yeah, well, not that. Without, because I'm at the high end, what the book says, even though I know the book's conservative because I've been reloading long enough. Yeah, I can still go down so many thousandths and know that the pressure is not going to exceed and go crazy on me, you know.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. I hope, does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure I was explaining it right, but I know I can go a few more thousand. It's not a big deal. But I am near the high end of what the red in the Hornady book, 10th edition.
Your point was more about pressure. I was running about case capacity and where you were versus, seating the bullet and crushing powder, and you're not at that point.
No, I'm not. I'm using H335 too on top of it. I forget. I can actually sit here with my powder. Now it's fun. I'm an older guy. My left hearing is one out, but I can take this brass, hang on, right here, and I can shake it in my right ear, and I can hear it going shaking inside the case, right here. So that tells me I'm not crunching it. Now, my left ear, I can't hear nothing, but on that right, boy, I can hear it. Just you can hear it sliding around in there. So anyway, I got that done and crimped, and so we have a completed dummy round on that. Anybody have any questions? It's not like I was saying last week. The 223-556, everybody makes it over complex, right? Hasbro, I think they do.
Yeah, I think it's a forgiving round to load as long as you're just watching what you do and not exceed, too many variables, but especially powder. But
right, yeah, that's what I was saying. You got a good chamber's not over tight. You don't have, you bump back more than you would, a precision rifle. The only problems with 223-556 is the crimp that you got to take out. Outside of that, it's the same as any other round. Now, some people get this twisted. New reloaders go, well, I got all these cases right here. They're mixed, Hornady, whatever brands are out there, for example. Every brand you can think of, Winchester, Fiocchi. And I got all that. Should I separate them? I don't separate brass. I don't sit here and put commercial. I do have commercial brass I buy sometimes in bulk, but that way I don't have to assuage it. But my brass, I just put it all together and load it and don't make it complex. There's no point in sitting there going through the head stamps on a 223 because you're not shooting doggone dimes at 100 yards or 300 yards with a basic AR. Well, you're different. You got a precision. Apparently, you got a precision AR rifle. I'm talking about a base. I'm reloading for the basic AR-15.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Yeah, I know. But
no, for the standard stuff, I'm the same way. I don't separate it. I process it, and I'm good to go. Now, for my precision rounds, it's separated brass. I even separate the ears out, and it's like, but that's a different purpose.
Let's see. Thank you. Thanks, Vanessa, for doing that. But if I had what is it? I'm trying to think of the name of it now. Who is it? Who makes the barrels?
White Oak.
White Oak is a good one. Now, if I had one of those barrels in a 223, like Johnny's Reloading Bench, or what's that other one with the O something? I can't remember their name now.
Odinworks.
Odinworks. If I had one of their barrels, or a White Oak, or even a Wilson Combat higher grade barrel,
that's why I do that, because my two highest precision ones are White Oak Armament and Wilson Combat barrels.
Wow. See that?
It's a different purpose, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it sure is. I'm gonna eventually get one like that. More like a, what's it called? DMR?
Oh, SPR, Squad Precision Rifle.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'd like to eventually have a AR-15 like that. But I'm talking about basically the, 16-inch, 1-in-7 twist, 1-in-8 twist standard military barrel profile is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you wouldn't worry about it.
AR, I have found a load that makes my White Oak Armament shoot like a Bear Creek Arsenal barrel.
Oh, wow.
Lake City bullets are the worst ever.
Wow.
I shot 6-inch groups with a gun that shoots 0.3-inch groups by switching the bullets.
Wow. Amazing. Hang on, guys. Don't mean to make you dizzy. Let me turn this thing around here. I don't think the people we got in the audience needs. If you want me to set the T7 up again and show it, I will, or I'll do another live stream, and we'll definitely do it at another time. I didn't want to do it. I'm not going to do about an hour and a half tonight. I'm not going to go no 2 hours or 2.5. Get this back up there. Be nice if I had another cam. I could actually just leave that up there. And I need a third cam. So when you get through, Mac, you're gonna be like me. You're gonna need at least 3 cams. You need one cam to move around, right? You need one cam to face and talk. Right now, I've got 2 cams facing me and one to move around, which is not quite right. But what it is, I can't move that back when it's too heavy and too awkward to move around back there. It's behind the monitor on a tripod, and it would be this crappy one right here. See the difference in the shade of it? It's not quite as light as the Logitech, but
I have that Logitech. It's a webcam, you mean?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, that Logitech's a good one.
Yeah, that's what I'm on right now. Now, if I go to the other one, I'm darker. It's about a 10-year-old camcorder, actually. What's Brutal Bob saying over? Vanessa, I prefer an engineer's hammer on each, and twice so they can't type again.
He's on about the trolls.
Oh, okay. Got you. I very rarely get hit with these trolls. I think you might be right. Echo may have brought them in here. Oh, Hobby's Hobo joined us. Good to see you, Hobo. Spamming a chat with as many mods as like Robbie Gun Shop on Saturday afternoon. Yep. Try to highlight you there. Like I said, if I thought of it, Mac, I'd have gave you a co-host thing. Like I said, I have to move Echo temporarily because I don't have a slot in there. You only got one for the co-host or admin. Actually, me and Echo now is admins at this point. Right now, he's got full control of my channel, and I got full control of his at this point. But, yeah, go ahead, Hasbro.
I was just going to ask, have you guys already talked about Echo and MacMan? How are you doing with your raffle?
No, we haven't talked about it yet. I was just waiting for AR to finish, and then when we had a few on, I was going to just run through with it.
Go ahead, Mac. We're there. I got it all done. So if you want to talk about it.
So far, I collected a bunch of money and then I actually sent it to Echo today. I don't know if I should say how much. I don't know if people want to know, or should I say, or shouldn't I say? I don't know.
I wouldn't say.
What do you think?
No, just money.
So I had some money in today. We're getting some good response to it. So I think I'd only been running in a few days. So I had a chunk today. So I thought, okay, I'll send it. So I sent it to him. Hopefully I can send some more in the middle of next week, and that'll get him through Christmas. At least they can have a decent Christmas dinner and everything, and hopefully have a little bit better time than what they were going to have anyway. So let me just show you what the prizes I'm doing on my raffle, guys. Let me just go and get it.
Guys, he's going above and beyond here. Echo's in a tight spot up there where he's at, and he had to move there. He had no choice, So he did text me
one
today.
Of the prizes. So
go ahead, Mac. Let me blow you up.
So I'm doing a raffle, guys. So if any of you haven't seen it, if you go to my channel, MacMan039 Reloading, there's a video on there explaining the whole way I'm doing the raffle. I'm selling tickets for $5, and that'll get you 1 ticket into the draw. If you spend $50, you're going to get 10 tickets and 5 bonus tickets. And then if you're going to be really generous and throw in $100, you get your 20 tickets, 10 bonus tickets, and I send out one of these out the front knives. So anybody who donates $100, I'm going to throw this in as well. You're going to get a out the front knife. It's got a belt clip on it. It's got a glass breaker on it. It comes with a little holster. It might not be this one. I order these in bulk, guys. I order 20, 30 at a time, and I don't really know what I'm going to get. So it could be different colors. You might get the double-edged blade. You might get serrated. You might just get the normal Tonto blade. So I can't guarantee what you're going to get. It's just when they come in. So anybody who pays $100 to buy the tickets, I'm going to give you this knife free of charge as well. So that's what you want to do. There's my PayPal account is actually on the bottom of the description as well. And if you don't want to use PayPal, you're welcome to call me. I've left my email there as well. You can email me. I can call you back, and you can pay credit or debit card over the phone. I'm an author, that's why I have the credit card machine. And also, if you wanted to send a check, I can do that. I'll give you my address. You can send it out. So there's various ways to pay if you don't want to use the PayPal side of it. So the prizes, guys, that I've got set up. So this is the first one. I don't know if you can see it through the light here, but it's a 15-piece. There you go. It's a 15-piece Mac plier set. It's got the small, medium, and large. Comes with a little tool bag. It's probably around a $300 value, guys. These are all lifetime warranty pliers. And I'm going to send this out free of charge as well. You're not going to even have to pay for excuse me, you're not going to pay for shipping. I'm covering the shipping as well. So that's one of the prizes, is the plier set. The other one then I've got is our top of the range screwdriver set. It's a 12-piece set.
Nice. Wow. Yeah. I need to get with you and buy some of those too.
So I got
nice.
So that's the second prize I got running out. Well, and then the third one is just going to be I call it like a grab bag or a whatever. So you get this tool bag. They're great for carrying ammo and guns to the range. So you're going to get the bag to start with. Pair of Mac Tool socks. These are actually from a company called Redback. They make Redback boots. They're out of Australia, and they call them bamboo socks. They are so comfy and so warm. These are really good. So I got the socks. I've got a beanie, and it's got the LED light on it.
Nice.
And it's bored and stroked, it says on it, and Mac Tools. You get the beanie. There's also going to be a little Kershaw pocket knife. If you can hang on your key, bottle pocket knife, so there's that. These really nice can coolers. Mac Tools coolers, they come out this year, so there's a little can cooler there.
Wow.
I've got some t-shirt. There's a nice little Mac Tools t-shirt in there. You can see that as well.
Cool.
And finally, I think this is the last
I wish we'd have promoted it. If I'd known this, I would have put up a community tab about 3 days ago.
And then we've got these really nice Mac Tools hoodies, fleece hoodies. They got Mac Tools orange on the front, the nice thick hoodie as well. So that's going to be the third prize, guys. So I got three nice prizes there I'm giving away. So all you need to do is buy raffle tickets. I'm not telling you to buy $50 or $100. You can just come in and buy one.
Now, where they come to your website, your YouTube channel?
Go to my YouTube channel, go to the video. They can watch the video, how I explain it all again. And in the descriptions below is my PayPal, my email address, and a breakdown of how the tickets work, how to get the free knife. So like I said, guys, I've been running it. There's another guy out there I got the idea from. I think it was Guns and Barbecue. He's running one as well, so check him out. He's giving gift vouchers away. So I got the idea from him, not to step on his toes. Obviously, he's got his followers. I got mine. So I just did this. I've had a decent year in work, and I want to give back. And if it wasn't for AR and Echo, I wouldn't be on here, because they were the ones that did my first stream with. They got me into making the videos, getting onto YouTube and starting all this up. So,
hey, Mac Man, I think I'm kind of. Can you hear me? Okay.
Doing it.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you, and I just haven't had a chance to show you. I sent you a message yesterday on that, and I already sent you something this month. I'll send you some more next month. But the point of all that is not the money. But if you want to give away something else like the knife, or if I would happen to win a prize, I want you to give it to somebody else. I've been like you. I've been pretty blessed this year. You've already sent me something nice from Willie's thing. I don't need anything else. So if you want to give away extra tickets to somebody, whatever you want, go ahead.
Oh, I appreciate that. It's just, I just opened it up for everybody because everybody can use tools and things. So,
see, guys, this is what's in our community. People like Mac that's got good hearts. We got good people in this place, and that we all talk to and help each other. It's humbling, actually, what you're doing. And I know Hasbro's helped Echo too. He's did some things, and I actually was texting him today for the. Go ahead.
And to be honest with you, it's Echo would give you the shirt off his back. I've seen him giving stuff out to people before. I've only known him. I've only known the two of you for just over a year or so. And what I can see is he would bend over backwards to help anybody. And now he's in a tough spot, really tough spot. It's time to give back a little bit. And this is why I'm doing it. Like I said, I've been lucky enough. I've had a nice year. I've had a good year. And I just want to do this for him. And the other thing, guys, is that the reason I've set it up to send it to my PayPal is if you send money to me and PayPal take any fees out, I'm going to put them back in. So if you sent me $50 and PayPal only paid me $46 because they take their $4 little fee out, when I send it to Echo, I'll send the full $50. So you're not even going to lose by sending it to me. You're not even going to lose the fees. Obviously, you can send them friends and family, and sometimes they don't charge us, but sometimes they do. So I'm not going to charge for shipping. I'm not going to take any fees out. So he's going to get the 100% of the proceeds is going to go to Echo. I'm not going to take any money out for the stock I'm giving. It's all Echoes. So
be right back. Keep talking, Mac, if you want to.
So that's why I'm doing it, guys. And I think, like I said, it's a really good cause. I've given these prizes out. Hopefully that these prizes will appeal to everybody. Everybody needs nice screwdrivers, pliers. The grab bag is good. And I think I'm going to be jumping on Georgia Shooting Connection to do the same, explain it on there, because obviously they've got a different crew of people that watch that as well. So the more people that we can show it to, the better. And even though I put a video out on my Facebook, and some of my customers, they don't know about this forum. They don't know that I'm in this community on anything, but they've given me money. They don't know Echo. They've never heard of Echo, but just because I'm doing it and they trust me and what I'm doing, I told them I'm giving it to a really good guy who's in need, and I'm getting money from my customers that don't even know nothing about this. So I really appreciate it. Like I said, like I said,
that's awesome.
We're humbled by what people are doing, their generosity, and it's
good to hear with all the insanity in our country that we still have good people around, including you, Mac, man.
Yeah, talking about him, he sent me a scale, $100 scale. He sent me a few little pieces of Lyman one time, and he's offered to send me some more stuff when I first met him, and I told him no. I said, no, man, don't worry about it. But we have been texting today a little bit more than usual and communicating. I texted him just now and told him what you were doing, the raffle. Sometimes I can call him and I can hear him maybe for 3 minutes, 4 minutes. His signal goes out. So it's not that good a signal.
We ought to bombard him with calls on Christmas Day. I'll do it.
I just texted him now about it. I says, of course, it come out. I was on the thing, almost like Ed McMahon name instead of McMahon. Every time I say that, it comes out wrong now. It says, we're live right now. He's got a raffle for you.
That's a date stamp for both of us.
But yeah, man, that's great that everybody's doing. I didn't know when I first posted it would get grow this big, this quick like that. And you got the ball back, and appreciate it, man. I know he appreciates it. He's going to be in for a shock. And he texted me here a few weeks ago, and he said, man, I had to spend, apparently it was rural. He said, I had to spend $150 just to leave the hospital. You got to remember, he can't drive. He's legally blind. He was 17 years with his wife, and she just out of the blue, boom, and he had to move and it went through that change. And then he got, apparently, I won't get into it, but apparently he's not in the best of situation now, which you all know. And I actually told him here, I talked to him a while back, and I told him he could move here at one time, several times. And he kind of hesitated because my daughter keeps talking about moving in here. But I did offer him a room here at one time.
Yeah, you mentioned that too, and not to go into his health too much details, but he is diabetic and severely so. And I can relate to that because I am too, not as bad as he is. But, all this other pressure and stress on him on top of that, it does not help his health with that added to it.
No, I do know this. He's had anxiety before and actually broken out with like red, you know what I mean? Almost like hives and stuff. And that was before all this. So he's considering he's doing pretty good. But he has to have a phone alarm attached to him. And sometimes in the streams, you'll hear that alarm go off. Sometimes you'll see Echo go to the side. And one night he actually hit the floor in a stream. But he has a phone alarm that actually monitors, and it'll go beep, beep. Boy, it's loud, too. Sounds like almost like a Kmart blue light special when it comes on. And but yeah, his health's not that great. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's a cancer. He survived cancer or something. I can't remember now. Don't quote me on that because it's been a while since me and him talked about that health issue. And, but anyway, guys, we appreciate all of it. Great you're doing that, Mac.
And the thing with him having that diabetes, he's got to eat right. He's got to eat good food.
Yeah.
And if he can't afford to buy good food, it's going to affect him. So hopefully this will help just a little bit towards that and hopefully make his Christmas a little bit better. That's what I'm hoping for. That's
some great points, Mac. Good points.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I already know when you're like in his position, believe it or not, I shouldn't say this, they'll give a family of 2 or 3 or 4 hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month in food stamps. They'll give one person 20 and 30, 40, 50 bucks, maybe 100 if you're lucky. That's a fact. When you're disabled like he is, the government don't take care of you at all. They just basically do it to the kids, and the old people just starve to death. Hate to say it, but unfortunately, my mother used to do it before she passed. She had I think $15 a month food stamps. Can you believe that? Yeah, it's horrible. They don't really disperse it the way they should, but we won't talk about that. That's for something else. But yeah, it's great. I appreciate you doing that, Mac. Man, that's something else. And humbles. Echo's gonna be really surprised.
And Vanessa's just asking, did Echo get moved safely? As far as we know, I think he moved. Everything was okay when he moved. Yeah.
Yeah, and on the 24th, Vanessa, everyone, he's thinking the technician's coming out and his internet's going to be fired up Christmas. So he's talking about a Christmas live stream.
Yeah,
so we may have it on the 24th or 25th. Hopefully, if the installer gets the internet hooked up. So
that'll really help him mentally too. Getting back with everybody.
Yeah. Anyway,
so just changing the subject quickly. So I've been looking to set up to get a channel logo. Mm-hmm. So I spoke to my daughter today, and she's got 2 set up for me. So I want to show them. I know which one I think most people are going to like, but I'm going to show you these logos. Okay. So that's the first one she made up for me.
Wow.
So that's going to be logo 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second logo she made up was this one. I don't know if you can see that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
So logo
2. Logo 1.
Logo 1, I would say.
Most people are saying logo 1. So she made that one up, and I just thought I want to make some stickers up. I'm going to make some patches up. I'm going to make some baseball hats up. And I thought about making a T-shirt up, but having this quite large on the back, and then having this one on the pocket on the front.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that would be cool.
That would. Yeah, you can still use that. It's still a good logo.
Said he liked that.
Do a hat. The one on the front and the other one on the back.
Yes. Too. Look great on a hat.
Because my daughter makes all these hats and T-shirts up. She's got the machines on there, so I'm going to give her the business to get it. But I like that one. That one's the first one she made, and I thought that was great. That looks really good.
I'll highlight that, Vanessa, because it's true. Not to get on a sad note.
So I'm going to hopefully get some merchandise made up, guys. So when I start doing my streams are probably going to be on a Monday. It's going to be around about 7:30, 8 o'clock Arizona time, which is quite late East Coast time, I know, but I don't want to jump in on anybody else's streams. And I can see Wednesday night Chris is running, AR's on a Thursday, Georgia Shooting Collection on a Friday. So and I think Jenny J is on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Now what time Eastern are you gonna come on? What time Eastern will it be?
Eastern time. It's probably going to be about 9:30.
Okay.
Because it's going to be about 7:30 Arizona time. And I think it's a 2-hour difference.
I'll be there for you.
I'm in.
So yeah, that'll be great.
Panel, whatever you need.
So it's going to be new to me. Like I said, I'm hoping to have a camera, a microphone, and some lights for Christmas from my kids and for my wife. That's what they're planning on buying me for Christmas. So I'll get it set up, and then we'll start streaming on a Monday night, see how it goes. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but that's what we're going to hope for. And like I said, I'm going to get some of this swag made up, and it's stuff I can give away. I can send it out and give it away, and just to join what everybody else is doing.
Let me know if you find a good deal on that swag, because I need to get some made, Mike. Whoever you go with, if you get a good deal, get back with me. And like I was saying tonight, this would have been a lot better if I had another camera or two already pre-set up. That way, all I do is just get up and walk and talk. Everything's already just change the software. So I do need another cam. So I'm gonna buy that. Apparently, so I'd be four cams I'll have total. Which I don't use the Canon back there unless I'm.
You're gonna have so many cameras will catch you doing something you don't want us to.
I make sure that I come in here with my pants on, no boxer shorts. Sometimes I wear sport shorts around the house, and I have to remember I've actually sat here back in the early days in boxer shorts occasionally and streamed, and I go, hey, I can't do that. If I get up and walk, man, I forget that somebody's gonna see that. One time the camera dropped or something, and I went, oh man, I snatched it up.
Oh, you had an upskirt moment? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I was wearing some boxer shorts a long time ago. I think one night, and it almost got me. Yeah, and I says, so every night I get my shirt on, I get my pants on, everything I get ready for. So my shoes, that way I can walk.
That's a visual I didn't need. Thanks.
Hey, we got to laugh. So I thought Echo's not here. I'm going to tell you about Echo. Echo was the first guy, guys. I'll tell you the story for the ones that don't know it. Echo was streaming one evening. I had bought a camera, and I know the original story is Jamie occasionally on Georgia would go, "Hey, AR, we got to get you on the show sometime." And I go, I don't know if I'll ever get on a show or any show. I finally gave in one day, and I went and bought a Logitech at Sam's Club. I think $59, $69. And I fired it up one day, and Vanessa was on there, and she said she was watching me. I just did a little test. And next thing you know, Echo, for some reason, I jumped in on his stream. And with him, Jason Stewart. And they asked me why, and I says, well, Echo is easy to talk to me. And he makes me laugh. And me and him kind of have I don't know, I can say something that some people would probably get mad at me about, and he won't get mad at me. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a dark humor occasionally me and him will go to. We can. Good humor or bad. We try to keep I want to keep it PG, so I try to cut back on a lot of that stuff we used to kind of carry on about. You probably remember, Hasbro, a few times we kind of get crazy. But anyway, we stopped that because there's a lot of kids that, on the reloading bench with families, and we want to get them on the show. So
it's better if you're not talking smack and you're not cursing. It's better because at the end of the day, we want the ladies to join us. We don't want to offend them. We want them to reload. We want to help them reload. And a lot of these ladies are coming on with their own channels, just here, and they got great channels. And I wouldn't want to offend people, so I try not to curse, try not to talk politics, nothing that will offend people. And if the kids happen to see this and they come on, we're not saying stuff that's going to offend them either. And I think that's the way we should run streams.
Yeah, It took me and Echo. We talked about it months ago, a good while back, and I said we got to go PG and get friendly. I said me and you kind of get carried away sometimes, and we did. He'd say something, I go, oh my God. But I'd laugh, but I'd go, a lot of people aren't laughing. You know, kids ain't laughing, and a lot of ladies may not laugh. So we cleaned that up, and that way children, women, get them in here and learn to reload, participate.
But here's a funny story for you guys, just while we're talking. So obviously I'm out and about, and I'm going to all these shops every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of the offices and start talking to me because they like to hear my accent. And then they want me to curse them. And I say, I'm not going to call you that. And they say, oh, go on, call me it. I want to hear it in your accent. And then you're thinking, should I say this or should? And then I say it. And they laugh and they love it. And then I go into these calls and these women come out to the office and they shout across, hey, Julian, call me a whatever. And I think, oh my God. But this crazy is these people just, what I can get away with my accent is
what kind of a crowd are you running with?
It's you wouldn't believe that these are well-dressed, well-spoken, pretty ladies. And they come out to their offices and they just turn crazy. They just come out to the workshop and they just want me to.
I never thought of that.
They want me to slang my accent.
Story.
I thought I'd just throw that out.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It is, and I thought I'd just share it with you as a bit of a story.
I've never heard nobody say that. I want to hear you cuss me out in an accent or say language like that. That's true.
Oh.
Hey, Harold Farmer, he joined us. Appreciate you dropping by. Who else got D-Dub D37 with us? Good to see you, D-Dub. Vanessa Kitty's in there. Mark Thomas, Brutal Bob, Kyle Lusk, Andy79Z28 joined us tonight. Who else here? I'm just going to scan through. I probably should do it formally. Brutal Bob, Vanessa Kitty, Mark Thomas, I called. G23, Reloader 762 was with us this evening. And, of course, the Trolls. GGW Outdoors joined us. Good to see you, GGW. Kyle Lusk. Kyle, need to get you on the panel sometime, man, and talk with us. He's got interesting stories. Walter Bunning has joined us tonight earlier. Appreciate you dropping in. Ocean 374, Hobbies Hobo. And then who else? Brutal Bob, I call Art and Venture with Tasha joined us. And that J&J Hunting, let's see, 67 Rebel, SST AMC joined us. Who else here? I know that Milsurp Duo jumped in there earlier tonight. We got to talking so much, we wouldn't, totally forgot the side chat there for a while. But hey, let's see. Usually we don't do that. I tend to try to concentrate more on that side chat. But got to realize I'm not streaming every Thursday. Only this what my third stream. I think third. Sandy 79Z28 Hunting and Stuff with J&J joined us. Brutal Bob. And I think that's about it.
So D-Dub is asking about the donation information. So D-Dub, if you just go to Macman039 Reloading is my channel, and I think it's the last video I posted. It's about 10 minutes long. It's a bit long, but it explains everything about it. And then down in the actual description, there's tells you everything about it, how you can do it.
CNT Designs and Arms joined us. Tactical FUD joined us. Michael Hurtnick. Can't forget Michael. He's always here with us. Big Al. Big Al is always with us most of the time. Good to see you, Big Al. If you're listening. Matt Mann said hello here earlier. Who else? Michael Smedgy42. I don't know if they're still with us. Hillbilly Chicken Ranch with Susan. She's got more of a homesteading type thing, little ranch farm. She's a nice lady. 351 Cleveland joined us. And who else? The Stock Explorer earlier said hello. She does stock live streams and coffee chats. I am going to start doing some coffee chats. Maybe every other day. It depends. I'm definitely going to do more. I don't hardly ever throw them up much anymore lately. So I'm going to try to get back to that. Anyway, you got anything else you want to say, Mac, and sign off?
I'm just going to drop this into see if it comes up in the.
No problem. We can wait.
So I think that'll take you straight to the video, guys. You'll have to. Okay. So I dropped it in, and I think that's going to take you straight Yeah, that takes you straight to the video, and then obviously you'll be able to pick up on the information on the bottom there as well, if that's okay, guys.
We had Harold Farmer join us earlier. Appreciate you dropping in, Harold, if you're still listening. Hey, guys, I enjoyed the show. We're going to keep it short. I don't know how long we've been streaming, Mac. Got 11 on.
Hour and 15.
Yeah, that's good enough.
1 hour 15.
If you got everything you wanted to say out, that's great what you're doing, though. I know Echo appreciates it, and I know we all do. It's Mac's got a big heart. Man. Everyone in the side chat, have a good evening, and take care. And coffee chats are coming, and I'm going to do a lot more of this reloading stuff. And don't forget, Mac's going to start doing it too, and join him on Mondays. And I'm going to try to continue every thread. If I'm not here, it's because I'm got something going on. I can't get here, but mostly I'm going to be streaming Thursday nights. Everyone have a good evening, and God bless. Good seeing y'all. Take care.
Thanks, guys. Good evening.